Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the stream. And once again, welcome back to all the people watching the VODs. Unfortunately, I could not get my copy of Prime 2 to work properly, so we're gonna have to go with the trilogy release on the Wii. Which is okay, because the video quality should look much nicer than if it was from the GameCube version. But unfortunately we won't get to hear the banger that is the title theme for Prime 2. But that's okay. We're gonna play on veteran difficulty because with the trilogy re-release, they actually changed up the difficulty settings so that normal is the equivalent of easy mode in Prime 1 and 2. Veteran is normal mode, and then hyper mode is the hard mode. So if you want the normal game difficulty, you gotta play at veteran. And the same is true of all versions of Prime 3. There we go. Oh, and let me know if my audio sounds okay. I do have my microphone kind of close to the console, and it kind of can get like loud. So if it's like really loud or distracting, let me know, please. Because I'm playing effectively on a previous save, just starting from before. A lot of things are already going to be scanned already. Yeah, like Samus's ship. that's okay, Phil. I'll just scan the things that are important then. And yeah, I figured I was going to be a bit quiet just because the microphone has to be a little bit far from me, just because this is on the Wii, there's a sensor bar, and all that stuff. But yeah, Prime 2 is really nice because unlike Prime 1, it actually highlights the whole object for you to scan. And you can't really see it because, again, like the scans carry over if you start a new playthrough on like an existing save file. But like all the objects are highlighted in different colors, so green is already scanned, and then there's like blue, which is like things you can scan but haven't and are like generally not as important, and then red scan, things can be highlighted red for like things that you do need to scan. Let me see if I can do some settings. Maybe I can just turn up the volume a little bit. Okay, does that help the sound at all? Am I louder now? Or is that a bit too loud? I'm good now? Awesome. Got some map data. Now we got this nice map to look at. Let's see where we started, where we couldn't get through from the store, so then we gotta take a detour. Cool. Oh gods. Terminated bioform scan complete. Codex genome match. Standard human. Scans indicate this trooper died of cardiac arrest. Chemical levels in body suggest a state of extreme fear at time of death. Oh. Terminated bioform scan complete. Codex genome match. Standard human. Source of fatal wounds. Galactic Federation assault weapon. Trooper was, in all likelihood, killed by friendly fire. Whether it was an accident or not remains to be seen. Cause of death difficult to determine. Digestive fluid present within armor. Subject is being broken down into simpler matter for consumption by local predators. Excessive blunt trauma to numerous critical points. Bioscan results indicate that there were at least 30 individual attackers involved in this trooper's demise. Extremely high levels of unknown toxin in target's body. Numerous micropunctures in armor and body. Trace elements of toxin around these areas. Morphology worker splinter. Drone of the splinter hive. Low threat target. Generates webbing for use in its duties. Something not very pleasant happened here. Alright, we got some logs from this pirate, or not from this pirate, from this Galactic Federation trooper. There's something wrong with the lock systems in this section. They failed twice, locking us out until someone came along to let us in. If it happens again while we're playing bait for those things, well, at least we'll go out fighting, instead of hiding in the control area. Unable to recover log entries. Trooper's armor, computer heavily damaged, unable to recover log entries. Trooper's armor, same. Okay. Unknown bioform, 0 life signs. Scans indicate target was recently terminated. Oh. 242 wounds from Trooper, high energy weapons detected. There's a body over here. Let's see if that says anything. I don't like this plan. This hive is a small portion of a larger network. There may be dozens of hive systems like this across the planet. They may all be linked. Destroying this one may buy us time, but it may also provoke the other hives into attacking. Oh god. And just because I have gotten, like, most of those scans, I won't bother, like, trying to scan every enemy in this. I will try and see if I can find the ones that I didn't get in my previous playthrough, but... Bioscans indicate terminated life signs in this trooper and the presence of an unknown biomass. Though the trooper's armor has been compromised, bulk of it remains intact. Weapon systems remain online as well. Full parasitic fusion has yet to be obtained, resulting in low agility and response time. Okay. Got them taken care of. Alright. Finally get this gate open. Uh-oh, there's more to contend with. that's all of them. Well, had to lose all of our things somehow. Back to basically square one. We at least kept our Vario suit though from Prime 1. But yeah, it seems that we found the mysterious hand from the secret ending in the first game. The remains of Metroid Prime, still animated. Now taking the form of Samus. Make sure. Okay, yeah, don't need to scan those. Can't double jump anymore, so I can't get up there. Some more creatures. Splinters. I have to say, I do really love the look of Samus's suit in this game. It's such an improvement over Prime 1's Vario suit, I think. And it's just like little tiny details that make all the difference for me. Oh. I think Haley's losing it. He talks to himself all the time. He won't sleep. He almost shot me on watch the other night. I think he thought I was one of those things. I talked to the doc about taking him off the line, and he told me we need all the help we can get. That's true, but if he goes berserk and kills a bunch of us, that won't be very helpful. Unfortunately lost our missiles, so we won't be able to open this door for foreseeable future. Let's see what this does. Oh, looks like the wire's frayed. Wow. Can't lower it all the way down. Switch. We'll just have to fire a blast. What contains densium? Oh. We'll be making our stand here. The engineer tells me there's no way we'll get the ship's engines online, and atmospheric interference is scrambling our distress beacon. If anyone reads this, know that we did our duty and fought well. Transmission failed due to atmospheric interference. Oh shit. More of them. Okay. Hey, at least we kept our Morphball. Now we got to see it a minute ago too. At least we didn't lose everything in this one. so if we follow this through. This is ridiculous. I can outshoot half the men here, and I'm stuck on monitor duty. I didn't join up to stare at a hollow screen. This wouldn't happen to Samus Aran. She'd be out there taking care of business, not pushing buttons and sending reports. What's firing at me? Hello? Oh, there's a turret up there. Looks like the gate is malfunctioning, so we'll just have to roll underneath. Frigate was crippled and it crashed on planet Ether. Oh, the pirate's ship was damaged by a storm as it entered Ether's atmosphere. Heavy magnetic activity during stall. Okay, I'll just read in my head because it goes a little bit too fast for me to read out loud. Shit. I love that little moment, honestly. I feel like this game does a lot to characterize Samus. I'm beginning to think it was a real bad idea going down there. Eves was right. That hive is just one of many. It's stupid to stir a hornet's nest, especially if you plan on sleeping under it. Man, I hope that is the only breeding ground for these things. If there's more, we're in big trouble. We had a hard enough time taking that one out of commission. I almost ran out of ammo. I never run out of ammo. hear them everywhere. They're coming. Can't sleep ever. They'll eat me. Eat. Oh God, I don't think this guy was okay. Bruda lost the bet, so he switched watch duty with me. I figure this section is nice and safe and boring, which suits me just fine. Let those other pugs guard the hot zone, and I... Hold on. Hey! Halt! No! Help! Shh. Sarge says those splinters remind him of some killer bug he saw on another planet once. All I know is the things are fast and take a lot to drop. Pretty soon we'll have to go to bayonets. Everyone's low on ammo, even Brode. He's the stingiest grunt I know. Last night at Chow, Ainsgeth started talking about some bounty hunter and how she blew up a planet full of space pirates. I told her I didn't believe in fairy tales like that, and she took it personally. I just find it hard to believe that one person took out an entire space pirate base. That's all. But if she wants to believe in this Samus or Bigfoot or Santa Claus, she can. I like the idea that in universe Samus is like as mythical as like fucking Santa Claus or Bigfoot. She's just the cryptid. Okay. Doesn't look like there's any important scans in here. Actually, I should make sure I've scanned this too. Okay, cool. Another blast shield. Here's the yellow one. Power bomb. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Gotta work my way back up there now. The Wii controls are very nice, I will say. Just being able to point wherever you want to shoot. Although I am pretty used to like the GameCube controls as well, which I used a modified version for when playing Prime Remastered. Oh, this is the same one that I saw from down there. Well, then why did I come up here? Oh. Well, look at that, a missile launcher. Oh shit. Dark splinters, darkling possessed insectoid predators. Alien symbiote within the splinter augments its strength and durability. Threat level raised. There seems to be some sort of dark evil force manifesting and possessing the creatures on this planet. The only one left. Managed to get out of the hive. But when I got to the ship, everyone was gone. Dead. I'm headed for that alien building we saw earlier. Maybe someone can help me there? Wait. Something's moving down there. Hello? Poor guy. War wasps. I've got those here. There we go. Well, the hives before too many wasps can annoy me. Oh, there's another one up there. Okay. Refills are not counted towards scan logs in this game. That's good to know. Because I did see there were still some research scans that I did miss, so I want to keep an eye out for those. Oh, right here. Sneaky little switch. I think I need to hit that with a missile first. And then it should be weak enough to do this. Nice. Target has been dead for 8 cycles. Just a second, gonna check. Despite the presence of local animals, target corpse has not been disturbed. Scans suggest the presence of a toxic biochemical within the target. This may explain the lack of carrion feeding. Target size and muscle mass suggests heavy combat training. It's likely that it was a warrior of some kind. The lack of gear, armor, or weapons is curious. Perhaps they were taken by others of its kind? Telluric alloy. Can't break that with missiles. Might be able to with bombs though. One down. Two. Three. Four, and that's 5. Alpha Splinter, alpha male of the Warpack. Gigantic predator, very swift and strong. He uses ramming attacks to defeat its foes. Uh-oh. Dark Alpha Splinter. Nice. Unknown technology. Unknown item acquired. Alien technology is bonded to armor systems. Stat scan complete. No negative impact on suit performance. I absorbed the light. Do not be afraid. I am Umos, sentinel of the Luminoth. Please listen and hear our world's peril. Long ago, a cosmic object fell to our planet, Ether, exploding with great force. A rift was torn in time and space. Strange power flowed over the world. Where once there was one ether, there were now two. One light and one shadow, each existing in its own dimension. It was the end of peace on Ether, for a new race was born that day on the Dark World, one filled with hate and terrible power. They are the Ing. The Ing are creatures of shadow and darkness, knowing nothing of peace or mercy. For decades we stood against them, yet we now lie on the verge of defeat. When Dark Ether was born, our planetary energy was divided, half for our world and half for theirs. Should one gain control of this energy, the other will perish. Before you arrived, the Ing had stolen a device from us, one that collects planetary energy. With it, they have weakened our planet to the verge of collapse. But fortune smiled upon us this day, for the energy transfer module is now bonded to you. With it, you can help us restore our world. You're our only hope, Samus. How do you think he knew that her name was Samus? Should we fall, the Ing will look to the stars for new planets to ravage and conquer. Your species could be their next victims. The Ing have taken our energy to the 3 temples on Dark Ether. Find these temples and transfer the energy from them to our own. I have updated your map system with the location of another temple. There is knowledge there that can help you on your way. I have also updated your translator module. You can now access devices and doors coded with violet holograms. Many lands are now open to you. Prepare well for your journey. The Ing now know you possess the energy transfer module. They will try to recover it at all costs. Return to me once you have restored the energy to a temple. I will aid you as I can. May the light of Ether shine upon you. I like these guys. Luminoth, indigenous sentient species of planet Ether. Subject is Umos, sentinel of the Luminoth, guardian of his species and the sacred temple. Scans indicate numerous beneficial abilities, including heightened reflexes, durability, psionics, and flight. ability to generate and manipulate energy on par with that of the Chozo. Dating scans suggest an age of 2.15 centicycles, so he's like over 200 years old. Only known active member of the species, remaining Luminoth locked in protective stasis until crisis is resolved. I like how they're like very much like moth people. You got the wings in the back and like the little fluffy bits on the chest and the little antennae in the mouth and bit. And then they worship like light. I think it's cool and pretty cute. Luminoth lore translated. Origins. It is told that the Luminoth were not born of ether, but of the stars. In the early days, we roamed the greatness of the void, bathing in the glorious light of 1,000 stars. We met a vast number of enlightened minds, the Enkren, the Yilla, and the Chozo among them. Each of them, we found, had claimed a homeworld, and formed a deep bond with it. In time, we decided to do the same. Ah. There's the purple one. Another like fun detail I like is that apparently the Luminoth like writings like this one. There's a chart, I think in like the game's like art and like other assets, that shows you that the writings are based on like basically sign languages with them. Because they have, you might have noticed they have like the 3 fingers with like the bulbous ends on them, and by arranging them in different configurations, they can like spell out different like words. They seem to otherwise communicate telepathically, but that sort of sign language system then translates into like these writings, which is pretty cool. Might have to find that chart in question to kind of show, because it shows like which arrangements correspond to like what letters and stuff. Okay. Oh hey, an energy tank. That's very welcome. Even though Prime 2 is my favorite of the trilogy, I have not played it nearly as many times as I have Prime 1, which is partially because of just accessibility. I have to boot up my Wii U basically every time I want to play it versus playing it on the Switch for Prime 1. So, just because of that, I played Prime 1 quite a lot more, and I know where all the items are, whereas I can't fully say the same for Prime 2. I really do hope that it gets remastered, even though Prime 4 is coming out like very soon. They're probably not gonna do it, but I can still hope. Final entry, Warrior Jade. Jifami? Honestly, I don't know how to say the Luminoth names outside of Umos. Their army swells. Beasts and rogue machines join the ranks of the Horde, all eager to bring death to the Luminoth. The Ing sent these new additions to the industrial site to do battle with me. While they watched from safety, cowardly mongrels, my only regret in death is that I did not live to see the day of their defeat. May it come soon. Our search for a home took us through the cosmos. For many a great cycle we roamed, yet a place to call our own eluded us. In time we began to despair. Feeling the search was in vain, we considered remaining among the stars until a scout returned with news of a world unlike any other. When we beheld Ether for the first time, so great was her beauty that we forsook the stars forever to live upon her surface. From that day forth, the Luminoth were of Ether, our blessed paradise. Missile expansion. Okay, real quick, I'm gonna get up and get some water, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Thank you for the wait. Let's just keep going forward. Hello? There it goes. Body has been badly damaged by sandstorms and heat exposure. Judging by the number of blast wounds, the target was dead long before the desert got to it. Sand digger. Let's see what's through this door. A safe station. That'll be very nice. Get all healed up. I do like the different animations Samus has when she's getting like healed from the save station in this game. How she kind of like looks down and almost in like a sigh of relief before like preparing herself again to get right back into the action. It's a nice little detail. Still don't have anything that can translate orange. Statue composed of ordinary alloys and stone. Purpose unknown. Possibly placed as a warning to travelers. I only just noticed what that is on this playthrough, but I unfortunately can't say it because, well, I guess spoilers. So, I'll keep my mouth zipped, but if I remember to talk about it later, I'll bring it up. Can't do anything with that yet, because I don't have morph ball bombs. Oh shit, there's the space pirates. I like that they got like the classic lobster hands like in the 2D games here. It's a nice little detail that I did admittedly miss a little bit from their Prime 1 designs. It's also a nice detail because it kind of shows that the space pirates, they aren't like species, but instead they're like a collection of like different species under a single organization. Subject terminated 1.9 decacycles ago. Target has a number of wounds caused by small explosions, most likely delivered by a portable rocket or grenade system. But I don't have morph ball bombs yet, so. Seems like there's nothing else I can do in this room until I get those morph ball bombs, so we'll just have to backtrack a little bit. Remember that room for later. Looks like we can go this way. Got the shriek bats. Target and eliminate any range possible. There's a new one. Alpha Sand Digger, large tunneling bioform. And then I've gotten after it transforms, becoming the Bomb Guardian. And then we get the face. Almost got him. And we got him. And for beating the Bomb Guardian, we finally get back our Morph Ball bombs. And honestly, I think that's like kind of fun and cute. The way that you get all your gear stolen at the beginning of the game by like all these different ink, but then you can get it all back by tracking them down and fighting them, sometimes after they've possessed another entity. It's pretty cool. It's also cool seeing bosses iterated upon like Samus's abilities. It's a lot like something Metroid Fusion does as well, which I won't say too much for people who haven't played that yet, but does a similar thing where you fight bosses that use abilities that Samus typically uses, and then you beat them getting those abilities. Damage from multiple weapon systems detected. Subject definitely went out fighting. Welcome. I am Aisha, Sentinel of the Aegon Temple. This message survives my death, as guidance to one who would fight the Aang. A portal to Dark Ether lies nearby. With it, you can travel to this land's shadow. You must locate a dark temple, a twisted mockery of this sacred place. Inside, you will find the energy controller you seek. Excuse me. The temple door is held fast by 3 locks. The keys for the locks are hidden throughout that dark land. Your search will be difficult. Even the very air of Dark Ether is dangerous, and can cripple the strongest of warriors. In our past struggles with Aang, we placed a series of light crystals throughout their world. They remain today. These crystals create safe areas that will protect you from harmful atmosphere of the Dark World. I've updated your translator module. You can access devices indoors coated with amber holograms. More lands are open to explore. When you have taken the energy from the Dark Temple, return it here at once. May the light of ether serve you well. Luminoth lore translated Paradise. Ether was a fertile, aged world with bountiful fields and oceans. The native creatures were gentle compared to other worlds we had encountered. We settled in the mountain region at first, in cliffside dwellings. In time, we established settlements in the green forests of Torvis and the fertile plains of Aegon. A great temple was built between the three domains, a place of peace and a monument to our accomplishments. It was a time of harmony for our people. Now those fertile fields of Aegon are nothing but a deserted wasteland because of the actions that the Ing took. Don't really have a way to open either of those doors, so we'll just continue back to where we were and check out that room with the bomb slot. I like when you walk through those and it gets all whoa for a second. It's a fun detail. Doesn't hurt you or anything either. Statue of D. Kerr, child hero of Aegon. Once a lowly acolyte squire, he became a warrior when the temple was attacked. All warriors but him were slain, leaving the boy as sole defender of the temple. He survived Aegon for nearly a centicycle before being lost in battle on Dark Ether. Another missile expansion. Nice. Oh, got some space pirates here. Oh. Seems not even the space pirates are immune to the influence of the Ing. Let's not miss this one. Light of Ether. The main energy controller was built in the Great Temple. 3 sub-controllers were built in the temples of Torvus, Aegon, and Sanctuary. They collected the energy of Ether, then radiated it over the world to all who needed it. In time, we came to call this precious energy the Light of Ether. It brought an age of peace and prosperity to the Luminoth. Take out these war wasps. Here. Oh, those might be scans, actually. Let me try and see if I need those. Oh, god damn it. And I didn't even need them. I might be able to take a shortcut, though, now that I've made that second platform. Let's see if we can. Yes. And with all 3 of those set up now, makes a little magnifying glass. Power up the little teleporter. ghosts of air of Dark Ether, as we've been told about. Alright. This is one of the mechanics from Prime 2 that I think is the most fun and interesting. The way that even just being in the atmosphere of Dark Ether will drain your health, and you gotta hide in like these protective bubbles, which will heal you back up, but more slowly than you take damage in Ether, so if you're not careful, you can get yourself into some real trouble. Also these ones that you can shoot in order to activate. Inglets, worker drone of the Aang Horde. Continue forward. Going. And thank God there's a safe station. I scan these guys? Yes, I have. Right. Time to keep going. Warrior Aang, soldiers of the Aang Horde. Shape-shifting wall crawler, dangerous combatant in melee and at range, dislikes bright light. I think the designs of the Aang are very cool. Very like spider-like, and if you know me in real life, I love spiders. Some of my favorite animals. Alright. Took him out. He's not even gonna drop anything for me though. That's just rude. Alright. Let's keep going. Not spend too long standing around. get going. We got the Jump Guardian, Space Jump Powered Warrior Aim. Get some more health and missiles, maybe? Unfortunately, the low trick from Prime 1 of spamming missiles doesn't work in this game, though. So I just have to fight them just the normal way. Damn. Those blasts can really knock you back pretty far if they hit you. Got him. Now we finally get back our space jump boots. A lot earlier in this game than they were in Prime 1. But that'll make it nice, because that means we have all the more mobility. And if I do have like one little criticism of all the Prime games, it's just that I kind of feel like you're not nearly as mobile as you are in the 2D games. So it's not as fun running around and navigating as it is in those ones. But that's also something I'm a little excited for with Prime 4, because they're adding that new motorcycle, and I know some people think it's goofy, but I honestly think it's really cool and looks really fun. I kill this thing, maybe? But I'm hoping that addition will help solve like the kind of mobility problem that I think these games kind of have, of not doing enough to make Samus feel like fast and mobile, and that speed kind of causes like the backtracking to feel a little bit harder too at times. Okay, so this just took me back here. I'll still go here just to heal up, and then work my way back. Missile here. Three keys are required. Just as we were told. I'm gonna stand here for a second and just heal on up a little bit. I'll try not to abuse these little light bubbles too much. Just for sake of keeping the pace up and not standing around. Oh, hey! Well, there's one of the three keys. So just two more to go. Let's make sure there's nothing over this way. No, and that door's closed. Oh, I gotta go fast. I'm gonna die. 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 Oh my god, that was so close. Okay, I know I just said I'm not gonna stand around in these bubbles too long, just for pacing's sake, but I'm gonna stand around in this bubble and heal up a little bit. At least to 100 health. Because, oh my god, that was very, very dumb and risky of me to do. Look around, make sure there's nothing else we can... Oh. It's just telling us that we found one of the keys. I wonder if the keys themselves might be one of the things that I've yet to scan. Alright. I think that's good. Dark Ether does not mess around. Gotta be very careful when exploring here. Oh, thank goodness, that helps a lot. Super missiles. Can't open that door. So I guess there wasn't that much use of going back after all. I mean, we got the key and we found the entrance to the temple, but outside of that... health. Good, we're nearly back to full. Let's take this portal now. More pirates. But at least we got them taken care of. And seeing as we opened this with the bomb much earlier, in that both the light world and the dark world versions of this are interdimensionally linked, it opens both. And there's another missile expansion. Always helpful to find those. Alright. And just like that, we're back to that first safe station that we found. A nice little shortcut. And while we're back here, I know there were a few amber things that we could scan. This one just opens up this door. Oh. Telluric alloy. Might as well grab the map while we're here. Still quite a lot to explore. Another lore. Ether's planetary energy supply reached a critical stage. If left unchecked, the energy would expire, bringing an end to the world. Our greatest minds devised a way to preserve and regulate the remaining planetary energy, the energy controllers. Oh, we should be able to get this now. Another energy tank! Always happy to get one of those. Now that we have the space jump, we should be able to get up here. Scan another logbook entry. By the time we detected the stellar object as it streaked toward our world, it was too late to stop it. We fired numerous weapons at it in a vain attempt to alter its trajectory. Nothing worked. Our efforts placed a great strain on the energy controllers and weakened ether. All we could do as the object drew closer was take shelter and wait. We gathered stores of food and water, reinforced the shielding on our dwellings, and spent the last hours in peace. Oh shit. Looks like the pirates brought some of their phazon with. The storage unit has been modified to transport radioactive material. The rad scans indicate the presence of phazon energy. Handle with caution. Damn, even more pirates to deal with. Okay. All taken care of. At least for the time being. look around, make sure there's no scans that I might have missed, and keep going forward. Get a couple more missiles. More caloric ammo. Looks like a bunch of pirates are taking a portal into the dark world. Don't think they know what they're getting themselves into, though. Alright, some pirate logs. Intelligence reports on the indigenous population of Ether are in error. This planet is not at peace, nor are the inhabitants docile. Evidence of a Class 4 conflict is present here, though hostilities are at a minimum level now. Our territory has suffered several raids by a strange type of shadowy creature. These raids have caused considerable damage, and we have requested more combat troops in response. Science teams detected the presence of Phazon in the Dasho system 4 cycles ago. High Command authorized the deployment of our team shortly thereafter. Our orders are to establish a base on planet Ether and evaluate local Phazon resources. Because this world lies in the periphery of Galactic Federation territory, we are following stealth protocols at the highest level. A cadre of elite commandos have been dispatched to provide security for our force as well. This operation is now underway. Spatial anomaly has been found within our base. We believe this rift in space-time leads to a parallel dimension of some type, but have been unable to interact with it thus far. A strange artifact was found near the anomaly as well. It may be a weapon or generator of some kind. Perhaps it is the key to accessing the anomaly. High Command is eager for reports on the relic. A new weapon for our arsenal is always welcome. The rift portal has been opened. The artifact weapon, dubbed the Dark Beam by Science Team, provides the energy needed to open the portal, although for a limited time. We've sent expeditions through the portal, and they have returned with incredible news. The portal leads to a parallel version of Ether. This dark Ether has suffered a global calamity, turning it into a toxic wasteland. It is the homeworld of the shadowy creatures who have been raiding our base for the last cycle. Most importantly, it is the prime location of Phazon in this sector. Extraction plans are being prepared. We will not be denied. So it seems like Ether 2, we got the illusion that it was hit by an interstellar object, a lot like Talon 4, but now we have confirmation of the presence of Phazon. It seems like both calamities might have been linked. Oh. Phazon extraction raids are underway on Dark Ether. The toxicity of the atmosphere has taken a toll on our workforce, as have the hostile natives of that world. Science Team is preparing survival gear to protect our world teams, and we have increased our security presence in the extraction areas. Fortunately, High Command is sending more troops and supplies. Our troops and resources are spread dangerously thin, and this mission cannot fail. Metroid Officer Report. The order to mass breed Metroids is insane. We have no space to store them. Perhaps when Command is sharing a bunk with hungry Metroid infants, they will rethink this unwise order. Medical report: Technician 12 relieved after showing symptoms of Phazon fever, and where he claimed the Phazon as his own, and held us at gunpoint until security arrived. I grow weary of standing watch on Wasteland. The accursed Marines are weak and vulnerable. Why do we not attack? They owe us a fate debt for the attack on our supply ship. Instead of settling accounts, we sit around in the sandpit like a group of timid old spinsters. It is time for action. Let's see what these pirate logs say. Casualty report. Mining Expedition 422 reports 3 dead, 2 injured, 1 missing in action. Captured bioform transferred to science team for study. Metroid Energy Report. Until we recover more Phazon, we rely on Metroids for power. Command has authorized mass breeding of Metroids for this purpose. The marine vessel has been under attack by indigenous predators for several days. Casualties are high. The marine force is near elimination. Commando Unit 87 has failed to report. Unit was dispatched to recon the swamp, a potential site for a new base. Unit 98 sent to investigate. Planet Ether, obscure world in the Dasha system. Planet is unstable due to trans-dimensional flux. Warfare has devastated a good portion of the world's population. Finally, extreme climate shifts have left most of Ether uninhabitable. Dark Ether, trans-dimensional duplicate of planet Ether. Can't determine origin of Ether's dark twin. Contains high levels of Phazon ore. Native bioforms attack on site. Oh, there's space pirates now. Take a few more of these skins. Security alert. All units to battle stations. The Dark Hunter has breached the Metroid production facility. Protect Phazon supply at all costs. Death to the Dark Hunter. Glory to the space pirates. All systems and units. DataNet has been compromised. The Hunter has hacked our DataNet. All our secrets are now hers. She cannot be allowed to escape. Terminate her on sight. Why, look who it is. Fortunately, I didn't get a chance to scan her. Another disaster. The transport bringing our reinforcements and supplies has been shot down. It was engaged in orbit by a Federation vessel, which has landed near the alien temple. It's only a matter of time before the Marines attack. Survivors from our ship have made their way to our base. Here we shall make our stand. Another enemy. first the Shadowlings, then the Dark Hunter, and now the Galactic Federation Marine Corps. Perhaps fate will smile upon us before the world itself opens its maw and swallows us. Metroid Brood generation underway. Protocol 3 in effect until further notice. Exercise extreme caution when dealing with the birthing or storage of newborns. Remember, infant Metroids are not pets. I love that scan. It's so good. Alright. Phase on collection report. Phase on supply at Site 1 is diminishing. Sites 2 and 3 are supply rated above 90%. Site 4 remains a problem due to high presence of hostile bioforms. Planetary stability report. Planetary energy is at critical, creating violent climate changes and tectonic shifts. Unless these conditions can be reversed, global destruction is inevitable. Blast door control security bypassed. Door will remain in the open position. Security and control systems have been jammed at the source. Turrets. Thankfully, they weren't too bad to deal with. Metroid subject is suffering from food poisoning and has ingested several pet treats and space pirate rations. These do not agree with its digestive system. Bioscan complete. Evidence of symbiotic bonding present in subject's system. Subject is barely alive and is periodically leached of its bioenergy by Metroids. Space pirate encrypted data decoded. The Hunter. Samus Aran, the accursed Hunter, has arrived. The sudden arrival of the Hunter is strange enough, but her actions are stranger still. She does not seek our destruction, but our Phazon. With each raid, she steals Phazon ore, only killing those who attempt to deny her. What she needs it for, we do not know. The science team suspects she requires it to power her new armor suit. Dark in color, it is equipped with strange new weapons. The troops now call her the Dark Hunter. It is a fitting title. Metroid handling protocols. Metroids are not pets. Metroids are not for target practice. Finally, unauthorized feeding of Metroids is still strictly prohibited. Oh, that's one of my favorite scans in the game. Like, the space pirates are really out here like, yeah, but what if I try and give it treats and try and give it pets, and then like they end up like this one here where they just start being munched on by the Metroids. And they have to put out like a little security thing like, stop doing that! You dumbasses! Got some flying troopers. Discipline report. Units 013 and 043 have been placed on low rations after being caught configuring the power storage racks for amusement purposes. Agility training is to occur only in sanctioned training areas. Science team believes the Metroids can be trained. After several cycles of trying, I believe Science Team has vapor for brains. I've lost 2 assistants to the wretched little things. I love the extra sass the space pirates have in this game. The Metroids can be trained. Like hell they can. The Dark Hunter was spotted near the Metroid tanks. She attempted to breach the containment racks without success, then escaped. Perhaps she is behind the recent Metroid path. I kinda like that little element, because obviously the implication is that the Dark Hunter, Dark Samus, is Metroid Prime and is herself a Metroid. It's kind of cute and cool seeing her like try and reach out to the other Metroids like that. Theft report. 3 Metroids have been stolen. All on-duty units have been questioned. Whereabouts of Metroids unknown, doubling security in Metroid areas until further notice. Injury report. Unit 686 released a Metroid for target practice today. The Metroid then assaulted 686. He should be regaining brain functions in a cycle. Oh, these motherfuckers. Metroid Unit 318 was put down today after a failed domestication session. Metroid Unit refused commands and terminated one of its handlers before it was subdued. Mass breeding of Metroids underway. We will meet Command's quota within a cycle. Storage remains an issue. Recommend expansion of existing facility before critical Metroid level is breached. Energy containment field generators have failed 3 times. I fear for our safety. We're out of spare parts. One more failure, and we're finished. Sure, those don't have any scans, okay. Got a little puzzle here where you gotta scan the little nodes in order to move the platforms so that you can make an adequate ledges to reach. Should allow us to get up there and get the item up on that ledge. Which is another energy tank. Let's go! Now that we got that, we can reverse the order here. Allowing for a path up to the door. And I'll have to keep an eye out for when we get super missiles. Make sure I remember to come back for that green door that's over there. Into the gross orifice. Ow. I'm surprised you can't scan the ones up here. Oh, but you can scan this one. Security breach. The Dark Hunter teleports into the base at will. Our security has proven next to useless against her. Her latest raid was disastrous. Not only did we lose more phazon to her, but she also crippled the stealth field generator with her strange new weapons. We are exposed. Until the replacement generator arrives, we will be vulnerable to scans and detection. Our presence here is still minimal. Should the Federation find us, we will be unable to defend our position. Fortunately, Ether is on the fringe of Federation space. With luck, we will have a stealth field back in effect before being detected. Brimstone. I believe brimstone is missiles? Yeah. Finally facing off against Dark Samus. Phazon-powered entity. Powerful distance attacks. Phazon energy shield repels all weapons. Wait until it is down to attack. Avoid close contact with target. Scans indicate the presence of Phazon and your genetic material within this entity. She wears a version of the Varia suit, altered and augmented by the Phazon within her. Primary weapons include the missile launcher and scattershot variants of the power beam. Boost and jump abilities are superior to yours. The ability to generate Phazon energy shields is also present. The Dark Samus theme is also really good. Ow. Got her. Gone for now, but you know for a fact she's not gone for good. And finally, we got ourselves a new beam in the form of the Dark Beam. Now, unlike basically every other Metroid game, the Dark Beam requires ammo to use. But it won't be as much of an issue as it might sound until later. Well, I'll explain why later. For now, let's read this pirate log. The local war has escalated in intensity. Shadowlings from Dark Ether have launched an offensive. The assault seems focused on a central network of buildings atop a mountain. A base, perhaps. Strangely, this attack coincides with the rise in planetary instability. Perhaps these shadow creatures are using a new weapon system. The Shadowlings must believe we to be foes, for they have hit our base numerous times as well. We are holding, but attrition is taking its toll on our troops and resources. Reinforcements are en route. We can only wait and defend what is ours. So now that we have this dark beam, these little crystallized doors can be opened with it. As can these actual doors with the dark beam gates. And we already got these 2 scans because I was a little clever about that. Scan in between the grates. So now we can use Dark Beam in some combat, and we can find that by charging it... Oh, well that just killed it outright. Let's get this guy. Uses more beam it... Oh, that just killed him too. It acts like the Ice Beam in Prime 1. So you can freeze enemies and then shatter them with a missile, making it very strong and very good. So we'll just kill enemies outright, as you saw. And another quality it has is it is very effective against light world enemies, like the space pirates. Unable to bypass space pirate security portal control access denied. Dark Ether Transit 424 complete. Radiation levels within tolerances. Dark Cannon operating at full power. No signs of instability detected. Cooldown cycle underway. If you do run out of ammo with the Dark Beam, you can still always fire a shot by simply charging it, and it'll be just like a normal shot. So if there's like ever a door or anything that you would need to open, you're not like completely fucked over if you used all your ammo. I'm gonna try and save my ammo a little bit more though, for right now. Dark Aegon key. So if we can find a way up there, we can get the second of the 3 keys. You can also see that the crystals can be nullified by using the Dark Beam, though I'm not really sure why you would ever want to do it, other than getting a few unique scans. Like for example, if I use Dark Beam on that one over there, that counts as a unique scan. Oh, I completely missed the fact that I can blow that up. See, there's already lots of Phazon here. Origin point of Phazon unknown. First detected element on planet Talon 4. Used by space pirates to produce vast levels of energy. Bioforms exposed to Phazon without proper shielding will eventually undergo radical mutation. Subject appears to have been terminated by his own forces. Evidence of parasitic infestation present. Subject may have turned on his allies against his will. Took multiple armor breaches, exposing his body to the local atmosphere. Resulting trauma led to multiple organ failure and death. Subject's spine was shattered after high-velocity impact. Ow! Ooh! The attack crippled the subject, leaving it vulnerable to further attacks and ultimately termination. So yeah, it seems like those space pirates that we saw run in here just got immediately fucked up. Alright. Let's keep heading forward. Open this door with our shiny new beam. Well, I guess it's not very shiny if it's the dark beam, but I don't know, what's the opposite of shiny? Subject was undergoing parasitic infusion when its heart failed. Massive biosystem shock led to the termination of subject and parasite. Gonna be using just the standard power beam against this Ing because it is a Dark World creature, and therefore is actually extra resistant to the Dark Beam. Got him. Some more containers of Phazon. So I don't think this is stated anywhere in the game. It's more so left up to your interpretation, though later confirmed by like developers. But the reason why Dark Aether's atmosphere is acidic is because it's in fact gaseous Phazon. And based on the other bits of abundant Phazon throughout the planet, and the correlation with the impact, it's pretty clear that Dark Aether is made up primarily of like Phazon. Or at least was created by Phazon. It's kind of more of a detail you have to intuit. Subject's chest armor was compromised by multiple high-energy strikes, then penetrated by a piercing weapon, terminating subject's life sentence. Well, we don't have any way to do that right now. We only have the dark beam. Lower that platform. And then jump up here. And get to this save station. Let's see what these scans have to say. Subject has a number of severe Phazon radiation burns. Trauma from these wounds is the cause of death. Subject's chest armor was compromised by multiple high-energy strikes, then penetrating by a piercing weapon, terminating subject's life signs. this is the way I came from. There we go. Got a little caught on the ledge there. Wouldn't let me jump. Subject was caught in phase-on explosion. The force of the explosion breached its armor, leaving it exposed to phase-on radiation and the toxic atmosphere of dark ether. It didn't live for long after that. One of 3 locks? Okay. Second of 3 locks. Numerous fatal wounds in the back, all from space pirate weaponry. Such termination is often the punishment for cowardice among space pirate commandos. Brutal. Invulnerable to most weapons, mix of light and dark energy and damage it. That lock's always a little weird because you have to go in the front to scan it. I guess they just really wanted you to jump on the platform physically. Yep, I got those guys. Let's clear them out so that they're not a problem for me later. Should be good enough. That one, and then... Oops. Alright. And now, we can access this door, and oh, what's this? A new item already! That's right, we already got the light beam. Just like the dark beam, it uses ammo. But here's why the ammo thing isn't a problem. If you kill an enemy or destroy a container with the light beam, you'll get ammo for the dark beam, and vice versa. So in practice, it's really not that bad. You just gotta be careful about like which items you're using. And you get a ton of ammo too, so it's like basically never an issue. Target shows signs of phase-on radiation poisoning and extreme exposure to dark ether's atmosphere. All gear and weapons have been removed from the target. Can also illuminate these little crystals or energy beacons. And they will kill any ing that try and come into it, which is super nice. Can also undo the effects of like those. Yeah, it just like is super effective like that. Let's try and kill some enemies with it. You can see I already got like a dark beam ammo and another one. We're already like almost filled up on dark beam ammo when we were pretty low before, so a lot of people cite like the ammo thing as something they don't like of this game, and honestly I have to disagree, because like every time I played through it, it's been a total non-issue unless you're just playing like really recklessly. Let's get a little bit of mix of both. Just instantly kills those dark splinters. Like, it's just like so good. Make sure we have this scan. We do. These are new. Oh, I've had them before in previous playthrough, but oh, and there's the third key, but we haven't gotten the second key yet, so hopefully we'll find a way soon. Use a couple of these, try and get some light ammo back. And of course, it's not that simple. Luckily for us, the light beam is super effective against enemies from the Dark World, including the ing. And when charged, it has like this very cool spread shot effect, and acts quite a lot like the plasma beam from Prime 1, although it's quite a lot weaker by comparison. Still, very powerful weapon in your arsenal. Gonna cancel that light beam charge so I can save up on ammo, destroy one of these. Oh, okay, no. go. More light beam ammo. Damn it. Alright, got him down. We're gonna just have to take out this last one. Well, I could try to hit him with light beam a few times. Yeah. But now we're pretty low on ammo now. If we could kill one of these with dark beam, we could get some light ammo back though. Let's try and use the power beam to do most of the damage though. Oh, damn it. I was hoping for some light beam ammo from that, but oh well. Oh hey, he dropped some for me just to be nice. And there's that key back. Super missile door. Is there any way to get up there? I don't see one. I must just be able to get that second key just by jumping. I thought I had to take upper route. But I guess not. There you can see some of the freezing effects of the dark beam. Or entangling, I believe the scans call it. Get some of that dark beam ammo back. Yeah, I might just be able to... Yeah. I don't know why I thought I couldn't make that jump. Guess it just seemed too easy. Sure there's nothing up here. Doesn't seem to be. Just break these. Get a little more light beam ammo back. And now that we got all the keys, we can make our way back to the temple in the Dark World. make our way back to the light world using this fancy new light beam we got. Just making sure there wasn't any secrets I might have been missing. I always thought this little bit was fun. You can actually control the turrets that the space pirates were using before. I don't remember the button to get out of it. That was just B. Oh, a few more scans. The wind energy systems are online. I've managed to build a modest supply of reserve power, but I doubt it will last. All of these trips to the Dark World are taking a huge toll on that energy supply. We'll see how they feel about the stupid expeditions when the cooling system shuts off and the power latrines go offline. Space pirate data decoded. 2 hunters. Oh, okay. Already another one of my favorite logs. Another hunter wearing the traditional colors of Samus Aran made planetfall today. Horrific as it may sound, there are two of them now. They really just pulled the Star Wars prequels bit of going, this is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. We are bracing for a new assault. The dire turn of events may bear some goodwill. One of our scouts in Dark Ether saw a curious encounter. The Dark Hunter attacked the one clad as Samus near a Phazon site. Perhaps they are not allies, but foes. Perhaps we can forge an alliance with the Dark Hunter, in exchange Phazon for the head of our common enemy. And with those dark beams and light beams acquired, we also get, naturally, ammo for them. My journey comes to an end. The thrice-cursed Ing prepared an ambush of singular cunning in the mining station. They caught me in it like a neophyte fresh from the training halls. I've sent 5 score of their number to whatever foul pit they call afterlife, but in vain. My life is extinguished. Damn. I do love that there's like a lot more opportunities for like scans in this game too. Dark beam on these guys. Makes the encounters very easy. Oh shit. Did not mean to use the light beam there. Oops. Thought I'd equipped it. Is this a scan? No. Hey, Morris. Gigantic tunneling guardians. Avoid target as it enters and leaves the earth. Look for disturbances in the ground. Target cannot survive for long if outer shell is cracked. Oh, this is a new scan. Morphology, Dark Amorphous, Dark Energy Charged Guardians. Targets gain armor, beam weapons, and regenerative powers when fused to Dark Sphere. Weak spot within mouth protected. Concussive force will deliver heavy damage to it. So you gotta break the armor on its head. At which point it will try and suck you in, and then use more bolt bombs. There's phase 1. Thankfully, the light beam is very helpful for this fight. Should maybe start just using missiles. Save a bit on light beam if I don't know if I can make a shot. Second one. There's phase 2. Oh, can't even see him. Try and get some light beam ammo back if we can. Is that all three of them? Alright. Let's use some missiles to break their masks. Ouch. Alright. One of the three worms is down. Oh, it's got bad thoughts filled up. Okay, it's gonna do the laser attack again. Go fast. One more of these worms to deal with. Alright. And that's it. We beat him. I like how they have like hagfish mouths. It's a fun detail. Oops. Hell yeah. The dark suits. Definitely one of my favorite looking suits in the series. And it's really nice because it makes us take greatly reduced damage from Dark Aether's atmosphere. Doesn't quite nullify it, but does make it much, much more manageable. Now from here we just take the energy from the Dark Aether Temple and bring it over to the Light Aether Temple. God, I just can't get over how cool the dark suit looks. I love how it's like such a dramatic departure from Samus's normal suits, with like the kind of more flattened shoulders and like the patterns that look like the Luminoth art and stuff. It just looks so good. Oh, he didn't drop any light for me. That's rude of him. Come on. Give me a light beam ammo. There we go. Thought I saw some fly across the screen. No, whatever. I'll just avoid these guys, I think. Oh, maybe if I can kill these little guys, I might get some more. Damn, these enemies are being so stingy about giving me light beam ammo. Alright. These should at least. There we go, thank you. I can get a little more dark beam ammo, hopefully. Or not. Out nice and easy. Like this, maybe a little bit more light beam. Oh! There you got to see the effect of a light enhanced one of these crystals insta-killing one of the ink. It's very satisfying when you get that effect to go off. some dark pirates, and I believe because they are infused, yep, they are extra weak to light beam. Making them easy peasy. Off to the Light Temple, the Aegon Temple. Just gonna ignore those war wasps. And we have returned light to the moth's lamp. At least one part of it. Oh, and then that Luminoff thanks us. I'm gonna work my way back out of Aegon Waste. And then once I'm back by Umos, or at least in the main temple, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. And then I'll come back in a little bit of a while, and we'll keep going. Oh right, now that we have Light Beam, we can check out what this is. No way of doing that right now. Luminoth expired 3.8 decacycles ago. Target has numerous breaches in its armor. Exposure to a toxin organic pathogen led to his demise. Nope, nothing up here in the Dark World, but I did see there was a missile up here in the Light World, so we'll have to come back to that once I'm done checking out what's in here. There's a missile expansion. Goody! Goody, goody, goody. Mutated ingworms. You can use these creatures to block access to areas. It's pretty gross. Alright, let's get out of here. Right, let's get that missile. And then we just go on up here. Can I get this? I can. This is always one that I tend to forget, so it's good to knock this out early. Alright. While I'm here, I'm gonna... Oh, I can't reach that save station yet. Okay. That's okay. I'll just open up this door and go see Umos. I thank you for restoring energy to the Temple of Aegon. Your valor honors the Luminoth, those who have passed and those who remain here under my protection as they sleep in deep stasis. Be on guard, for the Ing do not suffer defeat lightly. They will seek revenge for your actions. With the energy lost from the desert region, they will increase their efforts in other lands. I have detected unusual amounts of Ing activity in the Torvus sector. The enemy is on the move. The swamplands of Torvus are treacherous and can hinder you considerably. Bear this in mind as you move through the bog. Seek the Temple of Torvus. More knowledge awaits you there. May the light of ether serve you well. Okay. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. But I will see you guys back here. Probably in 30 minutes, and I'll stop the recording here and I'll start a new recording once I'm back. So, see you guys then.